Good morning. It's looking like a very nice cool day again today here in Port Elliot, South Australia. And it's giving me frogs in the throat. Deary, deary. And I have got my coffee to hand this morning. Here we go. Beautiful coffee. So, good morning, Keza. It's lovely to have you here this morning so early. I am a little early this morning. I decided to, instead of waiting around, I was here already, so I'd get it rolling. And good morning, Corinna. Lovely to have you here as well. And to those who are watching in replay, it's wonderful to have the technology that we do so that we can look at other ways that people use different tools for whatever is daily life. And for me, this is daily life. I love it. So cool and overcast there in Pine Point. Yeah. And we've got Cara here as well. Good morning from, are you at home in Taylor then? Now that I've learnt that that's where you're living now. Oh, wonderful. Now, let me go over to the cards because we don't need to keep waffling on. We need to be actually connecting in with spirit realm and seeing what the messages are that come to us via these tools, the cards that I've got laid out this morning. So let's roll over to the cards. And that's one thing I forgot to do again. Set up, make sure I had them in a nice layout this morning. There we've got the mystical Lenormand cards. That's what I'm using today. And they're a beautiful deck. As you can see, quite a little bit stylized. And I haven't got my iPad here with the pencil. So there we go. We've got my nice letter opener. So the Mystical Lenormand deck is by Regina Elizabeth Fichter, Regular. Oh, look, I'll hold it up because it's easier to do. So there we go. It's a gorgeous little deck. They are called fortune-telling cards that are based on Marie-Anne Lenormand. That's how they're named, Lenormand cards. And the artist is Urban Trosh. So a gorgeous deck. And hopefully, come on, focus. Hello. Isn't it frustrating sometimes how things do and don't work? This here is the actual back of the card deck. I think it's really very nicely stylized. I love the colors. It's beautiful. And Cara, you are in Salem. Good one. Okie doke. I'll zoom into the cards themselves and line them up because I've only got the 3 that I laid out this morning because weekends we don't want to have too much time having, feeling that we need to focus on too much. And I think that 3 is a really good past, present, future, or just a nice rounding of what is just gone now and what's just coming. And for a day type setting, a daily card read setting, that's probably all we really need to use. What we've got here is the Lilies card, and it's the home or house. So Lilies, house, and book. And it's an intriguing little scenario with this one because what we're tapping into with Lilies, it is family. It is more that is the those who are past, literally, as far as our ancestral, as far as those relatives we have connection with on the other, whether it's just relatives on the other side, as anyone on the other side that we can access. It's just that, this is bringing in what is also our own knowledge of what's brought in with family as well too. Sometimes with that, is it in our genetic code memory and the rest? Sometimes we won't really know specifically. We need to take that time to contemplate and spend time with that is spirit. This is where I'm seeing this that looks like it's a tea drinking ceremony of sorts, Japanese, I presume, because of the stylized view that we've got here of that screen and the kimono with that, I don't know what it's all called, geisha costuming. And it does look like a tea pot setup. So we're spending time, we're actually taking that time to dedicate. You're setting aside time to dedicate to connecting in with those who are our ancestors, with those who are in a different realm, and understanding these, as far as what we've had passed on to us. And I do notice that there is a troll somewhere, probably on the mytimetv.live page. Don't know. Kerry Ann, good morning to you as well. Lovely to have you here. So here we are taking particular attention and making connection with those who are part of our own realm in whatever connected way it is. So sometimes we can choose those who are closely tied to our own family lineage, or it can be others who we have a very strong connection to and interest in a friendship level too. It's not just that they have to be a blood relative to be able to connect to, with the spiritual side of life. So we're bringing that into our home space so that it probably is more connected to what we're doing within our home today, not so much work. And we've got the beautiful surroundings that we choose here in our home space. I'm going to see if I can get that just a little bit deeper. Can't quite see it all that perfectly, but you can see there's the peacock, there is the urn. The urn holds all that we need. It's that sort of storage device that we can place whatever we want within it. This one actually does have, which we can't see all that clearly, it is a bouquet or a vase of flowers it's being used for, but it can be a storage device too, for food, wine, all sorts of things within this beautiful home space. It's so cottagey, but fantasy, fairy tale-y, the turret, the beautiful birds, ravens, I presume that's what they are, ravens being the more magical in a storytelling style. That beautiful peacock, and we've got more flowers here that are actually in the ground, and the trees. It's just so gorgeous, and the pathway leading to the front door, a very inviting front door, and all the different windows to explore. One's with lights on, one's without. It's just a gorgeous card. To me, it feels very inviting and, cottagey and warm and cuddly and like it is home, not just a grand house. The flag up the top, I don't know exactly, can't tell exactly what's in the background there, but it can be whatever you want it to be. It's bringing in that we know into our home space and expanding on that. And it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? And Carolyn, you're getting ready to have people tomorrow for lunch. Oh, I haven't seen for a few years. Isn't that lovely? I love those moments where you can share with friends and family, even though you haven't seen each other for years. It's as like it's yesterday that you last saw them. And you're in your beautiful little cottage, lots of birds around. That's what I really like about my own space here, because I've got the sea, I can hear the waves, I've got the birds, I've got the lovely front lawn that you see every morning, sometimes tidier than other times. So that beautiful space of being at home, we are going to be spending we do spend our time at home. You might be spending more than usual today because, it is Saturday. For most, we do have our weekends free of work, but even if you're not, it feels to me like this is indicating that regardless of whether you work from home or not, it's the right place and space for today. And whatever you do, have it feeling blessed and connected to that is our lineage, our ancestral, our memories, our connections, and we can ask advice of those who have passed in a way that, look, it could be through the books that are written, through that is brought to us via the knowledge in words. This is a book. It can be of keeping secrets. It can be opening that book and revealing secrets. It's bringing forward that's your skills and knowledge in a way that are you going to be writing down what you know for others to learn from as well. It's, books are not just limited to being sitting on a shelf gathering dust. This, as much as it looks like it's being venerated on a pedestal, It's there ready and prepared to be opened and read as if from a lectern and teaching. That's what I'm feeling with this one today. And I think that's a cat. No, that's actually a ram. I am going to lift this one up because it's the last in this threesome. Have a look at the detail on that. Beautiful ram of, and I'm a lamb, ram. I don't know the significance of that diagram. I wish I did because it's tweaking my interest. If anyone knows for that one, see the detail of that. And the book, as it could be a secret grimoire of some sort, or it could be just ready for being revealed and having those words, letters. It can be anything that you want it to be as far as a book of knowledge goes, ready to be revealed in its fullness. I'm intrigued with that ram there. I have to check that one out. And Cara, you're putting a beautiful series of comments here. So you're in your beautiful little cottage with lots of birds around you and with flowers. And you just planted your front lawn. I love the story. Oh, thank you. And there you go. Gosh, you can relate to this spread very much today. Oh, I can too, as far as my day goes. And you're going to be holding your Reiki 1 class in a month. Just love the Reiki. I use it every day, actually. So it's really good to be able to continue that pathway of learning and teaching to others as well, polishing up on your studies. Wonderful. So I dare say you're writing part of your own course as well. Wonderful news, Caro. Like that. So with whatever we are being presented with today, it is indicating to me that we are putting it in that process that, that the history book, each moment we are present in the now, as far as right now, it then next moment becomes part of our history and the story that we're creating. It is continuing that lineage and connection with those who are our ancestors and family past, but they're not gone. They are present with us all the time in spirit world. We just don't always have that constant awareness. We couldn't handle it if that's how life was lived, but there certainly are those moments where we can call on them, either through things that have been written or what we want to write down of our memories as well. Not venerating to the degree of putting on pedestals, but sharing so that it is learnt by all when the right and appropriate moments are to tap into that knowledge. We have it ready at our readiness anytime we want to. Okay, so here we go with those. It's only 3 cards, but there's so much meaning in what we can interpret from anything that is a tool to connect with our spirit realm of understanding and learning more of ourselves. It's that inner self that we are wanting to grow and expand to understand further, the wholeness of what is our humanity and our part within it, isn't it? So, and Carrie, you sure are writing. That's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, I like the written word myself because it helps back up the memory. And thank you from Keza as well. So thank you, Corinna, too. And thank you, Caro, for sharing your story of where you're at today, too. It's wonderful to have this beautiful technology. And look, I'll hopefully plan to be here tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock again. It may be a little early, it may be a little late. Look, we go with the flow of what is at that point in time the perfect moment. So thank you for being here. Certainly share around with others that this is on as a daily learning tool, experience, whatever way you like to tap into connecting with the tools. The cards is what I'm using and why I'm sharing it as a daily Lenormand card spread. Today we do have Lenormand. It could be a tarot, it could be an oracle, it could be, even that new Kipper that I've discovered, not a new system. It's about the same age as the Lenormand. But it's also wonderful to explore what other tools there are around. It could be crystal balls, it could be runes, it can be what are you attracted to, and pick up on that. So thank you, each and every one of you, and thank you for the lovely spread from Cara. Keep being the best you that you can be, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.